The jazzy music in this game is so good. I'm getting hungry though. Let's see. It's pretty dope. Celeste is fucking shady as shit. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Haifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Haifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Tina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is, I can't think of it as anything else, anything less than impossible. I feel like Hifumi walked himself up to the third floor, just as Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body, but left the weapon behind. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. That's why it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. So Hifumi wiped off his own glasses, went up to the third floor, and passed out again. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Yeah, but...
Yes. Indeed.
Okay, where are we supposed to go then? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give this to you. Give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyways, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So we gotta go to... So he said go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? What is waiting for me there? What's waiting for me there? My evil investigation continues. Where is Hero? He's down here. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm going to take the plunge. There's just cum everywhere. Hero has cum on everything. He's cum on everything. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Oh, it's the handwriting. It was Hafumi's. Robo Justice blueprints has been added to the truth bullets. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. It's a normal bed, pretty much. Okay. How does a bathroom even get that dirty? So that's everything. Monka S. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head up to the pool on the second floor. So think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyways, I have to head up to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. There's like a lot of timing here between like, it seems like this case is way more, I mean, it is. God damn it, this chair. Kyoko, Reese's waifu. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Hero? Hero?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati?
Huh?
Did the Illuminati come along and remodel me in my sleep?
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something?
What?
That's creepy. Anyways, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
And?
First of all, Hero, you need to explain it to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, didn't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all
I didn't
wrong.
make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you could get it off on your own. That means he couldn't have put it on his own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Woo! Free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So
More to
then,
the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait,
Um...
what? Hold on a second.
honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible.
was Hero. It's Celeste. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. To tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hero running around.
What are you
You're the only one who could wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're going to be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See?
Ah,
See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
in a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then. Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly. Celeste, you suck, man. But then there's another costume. There must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Here's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice charm. Or Robo Justice costume. No, Reese is still, like, the mastermind. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then
Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? Oh God, Pug. You were quite protective of her, yes? That's because she helped me out so much up until now. If I were the mastermind, this is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Hey Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it!
Please.
I did not!
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then.
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least
Which means
30%
alter
right.
ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
Correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit it that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so.
I know that. The note. Note?
Uh,
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out. So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So.
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
What? Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah. Gaiho, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure, I have it right here in my, pocket.
No.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
But please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. Celeste, it was you dumb bitch. What the heck? For serious? I don't know. Now then, we shall resume our investigation. There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Yeah, you did, Pug. You said exactly that. Yeah. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why do you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, there's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I better go back to the guard duty. I was going to ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura get into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. Risakuma did it. One by one, everyone peeled away. No, Risakuma is behind it. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start in this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Oh, okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyways,
we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. These controls, man, are awkward. Risakuma. Reese, could you fit in the teddy bear costume? How do we know it's not Reese in the Monokuma costume? Suspicious. Suspicious. Reese always says she's short, so... The evidence is piling up against Reese. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to get rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
You fly Reese to Denver and she can guest on the cosplay string. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember that wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? Rod's treat, though. No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you, how long are you going to keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointedly at his wristwatch. Stared pointedly. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words...
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 a.m. this morning, or 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch. Okay.
However...
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto.
Ew, it's white. Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because...
Rigor Mortis has already said it, and boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Oh, okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. Let's know how that one goes. Honey, I swear she's not a furry. This is all because of Danganronpa. There's nothing sexual here. She's not a furry, I swear. Piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. I know, but the bear costume is why you're having to explain it this way. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoka then turned into Hifumi's body.
So then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clothes of his own. Smoky then? The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse from the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without any notice. He did it himself. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office. But he wasn't. He was killed with the hammer that was washed off. When we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that and why? So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he's hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants. Like, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyways, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. That's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth. But you're not a
However-
bear then, Reese. Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? She's your waifu, Reese. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we could use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's something meaning to part of it being ripped. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how could something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I could tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there were any reason to think they were connected to the killing in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you don't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come to a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if